Well, I'm back in the normal spot right now. We're back from Steubenville. The dust has settled. I've got all the information, I hope, emails sent out and all that from a great weekend at Steubenville, and I wanted to give the parents a big shout out. You can't organize a trip like this without the parents, without all of our leaders encouraging our students to go. I think the vast majority of them had a fantastic time. So definitely a thank you to the parents for encouraging their kids to go, for filling out all the forms, for sifting through all the paperwork and payments and blah, 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 all the things, all the stuff that Adam was piling on them. I just want to say a big thank you to you guys. I think that our students had a great time. A couple more shout outs. I think our guys did a fantastic job. It's not easy as a guy to go on a church trip. You know, it seems to be more of a thing that girls gravitate towards and guys not so much. But our guys did a great job. Whether it was a guy that had been there the first time or a guy that had been there for the fourth or fifth time, these guys did a great job, especially during our Adoration event on Saturday night, just 2 hours in front of the Blessed Sacrament, and the dudes were soaking it up. It didn't matter who you were, how cool you thought you were, how much of a loser you were. It didn't matter. Everybody was equal at that time in the presence of Jesus Christ, and I just appreciate how our guys entered into that situation and truly encountered our risen Lord. For the ladies, I want to say a big shout out because you should. Man, I was getting texts all the time about dress code. I told the ladies, I said, hey, the Archdiocese is generous enough to invite us on their trip. They've asked that we dress this way, so that's how we're going to dress. There were girls that when we got there that weren't dressed appropriately, and they didn't follow the guidelines, but I told our ladies that I was very proud of them for choosing appropriate dress and very stylish dress, too. They all looked very nice, so they chose appropriate dress, and I was proud of them for doing what they were asked to do, even though others around them were not doing what they were asked to do. And I think that's a big life lesson for our young ladies, especially, in it doesn't matter when you were born. It doesn't matter if you're a Generation X or if you're a millennial, if you're iGen, it doesn't matter. There's peer pressure all around to do the things that you shouldn't be doing. But our ladies did not do that. I cannot think of a single girl who did not dress appropriately. So I am I'm happy to the utmost about that. It's fantastic. So I just encourage you parents again, let's strike while the iron's hot. Our students had a great time. Let's get them involved in things, mass, reconciliation. They're gonna be eating this stuff up this week. When it comes to praying the rosary, praying as a family, listening to Christian music, going to the youth group events, the things we got to offer. Strike while the iron's hot. We got a blaze coming here on Saturday night, which can be another opportunity to again encounter Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. So take advantage of that. A lot of our students going on the trip. If you remember the chart that I showed you guys about where our students are typically at, with decision in the middle. Many of our students were open to hearing about Jesus, maybe seeking a relationship with Jesus, but very few of them had made a decision for Jesus. Very few of them had considered themselves disciples, and I'll probably share the results at some point. And I would say the overwhelming majority were in the openness category. I'm open to hearing about Jesus if someone wants to tell me about Jesus. So that's good. That's a good way to go to the trip. I'm open to whatever Jesus has to offer me. But man, you should see leaving the trip. There were so many students that would consider themselves to have at least been pushed up to making a decision, who would consider themselves beginning disciples or growing disciples, even some of them considering themselves commissioned disciples. In my mind, I'm like, how do you go from open to hearing about Jesus to now you're all of a sudden ready to jump out there and proclaim the word of Jesus Christ? It's unbelievable. So our kids are definitely open to hearing what you have to say about faith, to hear your experiences, and to share theirs as well. So continue to encourage your students, and I thank you so much for making this such a successful trip, and obviously a big thanks goes out to the Archdiocese for doing all the things that they do. So thank you guys, and again, God bless you.